Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this all a drugstore look for you guys. I'm really excited about it because I got to try out and play around with my new Wet n Wild products. So that's mainly what we're focusing on in this video, is my new Wet n Wild stuff, but there's a lot of other drugstore items in here, some that I've had, some that I just got. So I just wanted to do a drugstore look for you guys because I don't think I have a video on my channel where it's just drugstore. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you like this look, or if you like drugstore or makeup tutorials, I don't know. And then if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and subscribe. Click that little red button below. It's totally free and you can see my face whenever you want. So I mean, you should do it. And of course, if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, then go ahead and keep watching. So I'm going to start off by going in with my Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline, and I'm going to put this in the areas where my pores are largest. Then I'm going to go in with my Revlon Color Stay Foundation. I'm in the shade Buff, and I'm just going to dot this all over my face. I find that this is a little bit easier when it comes to buffing it out with a brush, just because I get a more even, fuller coverage. Then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild buffing brush, and I'm just going to blend it all out into my skin. I love this brush. It just gives me a really nice finish to my skin, and I'm obsessed. I think I'm going to buy like 3 more just so I have backups. By the way guys, I just wanted to mention that although this is a drugstore tutorial, I'm not going to be using all drugstore brushes. I couldn't find a ton, so I'm using as many as I can, but the brushes and my eyebrows are the only things that aren't drugstore. Then I'm going in with my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I'm just going to be concealing my under eye area, and I also put a little bit on the bridge of my nose, as well as my Cupid's bow and my chin. Then I'm going to go in and buff it out with my Beauty Blender. Now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild contour stick in shade Light Medium, and I'm just going to be highlighting my face with this and contouring later. But I'm putting this under my under eyes, and I'm doing a pretty decent amount just because I wanted to be pretty bright with this look. I was a little wary about this contour stick because I've never really used cream-based products before, so I was like, is it going to make me look cakey? But I actually really love this stick for highlighting and contouring. It just blends out really nice and evenly, and I like it a lot. So today I accidentally went a little bit, too thick with my contour, but it blends out nicely, so it wasn't a catastrophe at all. But normally I try not to do a giant muddy streak on my face, but it happens. So I'm just contouring my nose, my cheekbones obviously, and then I'm going to put it all over my forehead area. I was going to do little dots, but I don't know, I'm kind of messy when I'm applying makeup, if you guys haven't already noticed. So then I'm just going to blend everything out with a Beauty Blender again. And see, you can tell the contour shade, it's like a nice cool tone shade. So it works really great with my skin tone, and it just blends out really nicely. And then of course you want to always blend it into your hairline so it doesn't look scary. Now with my Coty Airspun powder, I'm just going to be setting my eyes. And with this particular powder, I am never afraid to use too much. It has no flashbacks, it doesn't make me look cakey, so I use a lot of product to set my under eye areas, or if I'm baking, obviously, I use a lot, and I really love this powder. It's so great, and it doesn't cling to any of my dry patches. Then with my Ribble Stay Matte Powder, I'm going to be setting the rest of my face. I kind of avoided the areas where I contoured, just because I didn't really want to fade out my contour, obviously. And yeah. Then going in with my Wet n Wild Natural palette, I'm going to be taking this light brown shade. I wish these shades had names because I'm the worst at describing them. And I'm just going to be popping this into my crease, using it as a transition shade. Also, if you guys were wondering, this palette is actually a Walmart exclusive, just in case you're looking for it. Then with that almost golden brown shade. I'm just going to be using this to define and add some dimension to my crease. Then going in with the burgundy, I know it looks like I'm pointing to both of them, but I'm using the burgundy shade and I'm really just defining my outer V and just kind of making a very like winged out, sharp shape. Then I'm going to use that dark brown and do the same exact motions but a little bit smaller so we're not taking away from the burgundy. Now with that pinky champagne shade, I'm just going to be putting this on the half of my lid that we didn't put any eyeshadow on. I don't want to take away from the brown smoked outside at all. Then with those last two shades, I'm going to be popping this right into my inner corner. Now I'm using the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter, and I'm just going to be highlighting my brow bone a little bit, and then I'm going to go right back in with that same white shadow that we just used in our inner corners, and I'm just going to be kind of blending it in with the brow highlighter. Now using that taupey brown shade, I'm just going to be kind of smoking out my waterline, and then I'm going to go in with the burgundy shade and do the same thing with a slightly larger brush because I want this to be the smokiest part, I guess. Then I'm going to use that brow highlight again, and I'm using this as a nude eyeshadow replacement. Then with my Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara, I'm just going to be popping this on. And I did want to do this look without eyeliner at first, that's why I put mascara on. And then I was like, oh my god, no, I hate that. So now I'm using the Milani Eye-Tech Extreme Eyeliner, and I'm just making a simple wing. It's a little bit thicker than normal. But yeah, I wanted to do something without a wing, but it just looked so wrong, especially with the lashes I had, you know what I mean? Now using this e.l.f. blush in the color Shy, I just went over the amples of my cheekbones. And then my Wet n Wild highlighter in I'll Have a Cosmo, I'm highlighting my face a little bit. Now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip Colors, and this is in the shade Hickory Smoked, and I'm just kind of outlining my lips and filling them in completely. Then I'm using Nude Streak to lighten up the shade a little bit. It was a little bit like berry red, and I wanted it more of a, like, I don't know, I just wanted it a little bit lighter. But that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you aren't already subscribed, then go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!